because they think that someone else is better than them. And they were born not with the greatest tools. You need the ability to grind your ass into a fine powder. And when you're in that fine powder, find a way to build that back up repeatedly. And it's possible. When you come from a small town and you come from a place that a lot of people don't want to come out of it and get out of it, and all you want to do is become somebody, you've got to be able to get out and let your mind see open-mindedness. Because a small town, what it does to you is it closes your mind, completely closes your mind. Not everybody. This isn't everybody, a lot of people. You have to be able to go out there and create open-mindedness. You need space. You need space to see the world. Like a lot of racism, a lot of ignorance in the world, it comes from people not being out and seeing other things, seeing other people. That's why we judge so harshly, because our minds are so closed to the reality of life, period. People don't really understand what that is when you're in the worst environment possible, the worst situation. Sitting up from head. We own space. They're gonna think about us tonight. We start feeling off the fact that, man, it takes 1 second of energy to steal everybody's. And then you have all the energy you need. So on how to do that. And I'm not considered to smile and be happy about it. It's a hard journey. It's a real journey. I wasn't hydrating correctly. I didn't know what to do. I was drinking Mileplex for my nutrition because I couldn't eat these Ritz crap. At the beginning of the year, a lot of you had goals, ambition, a lot of drive, a lot of motivation. Well, it's Easter. It's the middle of April. When I navigate, I put backstops out there to make sure I don't get too far off course. I put those backstops in my personal life to make sure I don't get too far away from my goals and my dreams. A lot of you aren't proud of who you are. You don't like the person you created. Do what I did. Start from scratch. Create somebody that you're proud of. Stay hard. We love hanging around people that tell us what we want to hear, not what we have to hear. And what you have to see, I had to start building on something. And I started building on, education. Then I had to start learning how to find mental toughness. And this is where I started finding it was in the military. So 2 guys asked me to help them train for a marathon. Oh, but if we can't train, it's 40 degrees, raining, windy, nasty. Those cats are inside the treadmill. You can't let conditions dictate your outcome. They believe that if it rains or snows. Back to where you started on the easy route. That hard route is so permanent. Time 29, 0, 29. The best thing to do is fall back down that damn mountain as fast as you can and start climbing. So my book brings the brain now to operate on a level it's not used to. But then it becomes used to it. The only way anything gets accomplished, you gotta work hard. I can't remember what's in this paragraph to pass this test to get in the military. Read it again. Still not getting it. Read it again. We're not getting it. Write it out. And guess what happened? I got it. I can't swim. I'm negative buoyant. Go back again. Can't swim. Go back again. Go back again. Go back again. I got it. I realize it. I keep going back and going back and going back. Your mind will say, okay, we're going to figure it out. Because he was not going to stop. I always equated working out to struggle. I struggled my whole life, but I ran from it. So I started realizing, man, I got to. That is, when you finally get to that point for me, it's forever lasting peace. Greatness isn't running towards miles at a time or doing 4,000 push-ups or being a SEAL. Greatness is whatever the hell you dreamed of in your own mind. You got to first see it. You got to first create this vision in your mind. And then that's when I come into play. Once you create this vision in your mind, it's how am I going to get there, man? We are all great. No matter if you think you're dumb. So that starting point is the truth. The no bullshit truth that only you can tell yourself. It gives you a lot of power when you're able to go on a podcast this big and say, hey, tell me, I'll tell you anything you want to know. I no longer care. There's a lot of power in that. To be able to put your life on a billboard for the whole world to see and say, judge today. I put my phone away, I put it away, and I go dark. I go dark a lot, and it's because I have to find out. I'm on a journey of life, and we all have a different journey. And I want to be in my pine box, and I believe your spirit lives forever. It has to. It's too powerful. No way in hell that thing just dies when you die. I want to be able to look back on my life and I'm all dead and I'm proud of myself forever. This is all temporary to me. It was there for years. So I knew in the back of my mind that I could pull off this whatever. Working. I was just sacrificing. But I would have never found these tools if I didn't put myself in a very uncomfortable place. And your true self is found in that very uncomfortable zone. I'm a guy who wants to make people better. For people to get better, I have to continuously get better myself. For me to do that, I can't just say, oh, I have this resume. The resume is there forever. I'm good. I have to cap my success because for me to help people, the citizens of this world are the 99% who don't understand exactly what you have to do. That's why when I speak and you don't understand me, it's probably a good thing. Because that probably means I'm in an area of life that you're not in, which is fine. That's why I don't judge people. If this guy right here judging that, unless you've been there and done that, and you really can't speak about it, unless you're in those situations that are so hard, that takes a special aspect out there. So I wake Jennifer up, I'm like, hey, how much time do we have until the cutoff? I know that I'm already, being left. So what happens here, I'm not going to be an official finisher of this race.
This isn't the glory.
No. This is now for the fact that you can. So you can sit here and not, and think about that for a whole year until you come back here and do it. Or you can go out there for yourself and take some kind of pride in knowing that you could and you did. So basically, I wake her up, how much time left? She goes something like, I don't know what it was. What you say what time was? Like, whatever. And half my crew left. And there was 2 people there. I woke them up. They were coming down the plane. I said, look, can you guys help me out? I have 40 miles to go. I'm going to have Jennifer drop me back off at the spot where I left. I'm going to finish this fucking race. And I couldn't cross the finish line because I wasn't a finisher. So I ended up finishing on a road by a telephone pole, and that was my official finish. It ended up being like 255 miles. But it's one of the best races of all time because we're going through it fast. When I got my head out of my ass and realized that, hey, we have more left, we can still push harder, we're not there yet. I realized, talking to a guy named Cameron Haynes, who this race, 240-mile race. And I was saying, is this the new level? Is this the new push? So when I decided to do that race, it was in the back of my mind like, man, I've really become an expert at running 100-mile races. So for me, this was the new level, the 200+ mile race. And what was so amazing about that, as you probably read the book, I had a hard time the first time doing it. I came back and did better, but what's amazing about the human mind is that it becomes your new norm. Like, to think that I can run 200 miles, 240 miles, and that becomes like running 50. I never thought that was possible.